Okay, my people, I want to answer the question today. Say, which one better pass, or what will be the difference between church marriage and court marriage, and which one better pass? As person be Christian, person they serve God, person they go church, person can decide to church marriage. The person still suppose do court marriage, or if I do court marriage, I still need to do church marriage. Now this will be the matter where I want answer today, where I want to test to today. Now maybe the fine boy, whether they call L, and of course I still do alright. So before I continue this gist with you, I want maybe say you subscribe right now. Make you can also hit the notification bell so that you go know when we post amazing videos. Remember, I say every Thursday for this particular channel, we go they do all the gist, all the get talk for love, sex, and relationship. We they do one for pidgin English. And before you know, say my wife will still join me. They see the two of us on our face every day from time to time. Okay, now when it comes to law, actually, difference not really there between church marriage and court marriage, and the reason is simple. Because say our marriage act, especially for those of us who are in Nigeria, they tailor and they cut and they call swan as Bible talk to a large extent. So if you carry our marriage act when you read them like this, go back also say that what the Bible talk now you read, right? And then because they come from Oyibo, you know, say for England, to marry for there na Church of England, the one they call Anglican Church, Anglican Communion, right? So na church now they do marriage before until they come begin they accept other religion, other thinking patterns, so come begin they get marriage registry, right? Yes, for Nigeria we did na marriage registry they call them, although people generally they call them court marriage, but na marriage registry na be the proper word for that particular place, for the place where you for they do that particular marriage. And the marriage where they do not be court marriage, they call them statutory marriage. I don't speak bingo Igbo today. Anyway, usually because say it get tailored with the Christian faith, normally when person start church, the person supposed to register the church with government CAC. Come go apply for license to do marriage, license to do naming, license to do burial, and all those kind of things. And when you get that license, any marriage what they do for your church or any marriage where you conduct for your church, where it happen for your church, you suppose give the people the same marriage certificate whether they give people for marriage registry. Remember, I say marriage certificate now from our own federal government, right? So once church they license for and they registered for marriage, the license, the certificate what they give for that church, now the same certificate where they go give you if you go marriage registry, the one they call court marriage. But the matter be say many church not they registered, they not they licensed for marriage. They think they registered with CAC, not be that one they argue now. I wonder whether they registered and licensed by the Minister of Interior to conduct marriages, right? So once they get that license, now federal government certificate already give you. In fact, they go usually tell you say, may you go marriage registry, go collect certificate, come where we say they go sign for you. Yes, so difference not really there if your church they license for marriage, and churches where they like that, like for example we know Anglican church, we know Catholic church, even some churches like that, some other Pentecostal churches like Redeem, like Winners, they also they license for marriage, right? So if you marry for that kind of church, because I don't see how many times when you say people go marry for Catholic church or still go do court marriage because they want get court paper, my brother, my sister, not be so. Now the certificates that it matter, right? So the best thing for you to do now to check the certificate where your church will give you. Ask your church, the certificate you want give me, where now they get that from? Now from local government, now from marriage registry, or now just church certificates. You come tell them, they show you sample. If the sample where they show you, it carry federal government of Nigeria, come carry our coat of arms, those two horse and that eagle where they on top, and it comes to carry marriage act, then you don't need to go do registry marriage again. You don't need to go spend money, waste time, because at the end of the day you go get two certificates of the same thing, your name go appear 2 times for the national register, and not make sense. That are not jail, right? So difference not really there if your church dey registered, but if your church not dey registered, you fit wan do the two. But if your church dey registered, only your church marriage na reach, only your church marriage dey sufficient, only your church marriage e complete, e reach for you to do anything, because they go give you federal government certificate and they go come still give you your church certificate. But if they no go give you federal government certificate, abeg carry your leg go look for the closest marriage registry wey dey around you, pay the money, do the advert and dey married for there. My name na El and I be alright. I want make you be say you subscribe in case you miss, you forget to subscribe that time. Hit the notification bell, come share this with your friends make dem learn this ogbonge things wey you dey learn. And remember, if you get any question or any matter at all wey concern sex, relationship or marriage or whole family, if you contact us through any of those means wey dey show for your screen or wey dey the description section, na me your padi na him go respond to you. My guy, my babe, you too much.